Summer is finally starting to show some signs that it's going to actually happen this year. So it's almost that time for rooftops. With as rainy as it does get in Seattle, we have a fair amount of rooftop bars, and I want to tell you about them because honestly, they're like my favorite places ever. I have 3 on my list for today. If you enjoy this video, let me know. I can tell you all about the rest of them. But for today, let's stick with the 3. Starting off with Mbar, which is located in South Lake Union, and it's in the Tommy Bahama building. Mbar is one of my personal favorites. Honestly, it has one of the best vibes out of the 3 I'm going to be talking about today. It does have an indoor and an outdoor indoor section, aka an outdoor that's covered. However, because there is an outdoor section that isn't covered, it's not always open. Obviously, when it's raining, they're not going to go and take all of the covers off of the chairs and whatnot, because what's the point? So you are limited a little bit when it is raining, but there's still a lot of other seating options. And I do want to say, for all of these, and just like any of the rooftops in Seattle, I would recommend having a reservation because they do get busy. However, I have gotten lucky every time I've been. I don't think I've ever made a reservation for any of them and have always gotten to go. But you know, pick your poison. Mbar is open 4 to 9 Sunday through Thursday and 4 to 10 Fridays and Saturdays. The average price for drinks is about $15 to $17, give or take, for cocktails. Wine is a little bit different, and then they do have a couple like canned beer options. The food ranges from $5 popcorn to $70 steak, which is listed for 2 people, so I guess that's not a terrible deal. And the nice thing about this one compared to the other ones is that you do get a view of South Lake Union, which in the summer is really nice because you get to see all the boats out. And also, out of the 3, this one I think has more of a restaurant feel to it, so it's a little bit more casual. It's still upscale, and I feel like most people that go kind of dress up a little bit nicer, but it does feel a little bit more casual just because of the restaurant aspect of it. Moving on, the next bar is Fog Room. So this one is downtown and it's located in the Charter Hotel, and I'm actually pretty sure you can see the next one on my list from Fog Room. They're very close together, so you could honestly hit both in one day if you wanted to. If you're feeling like bar hopping. Fancy bar hopping, that is. Fog Room is open 5 to midnight Tuesday through Sunday, but closed on Mondays. Fog Room's food ranges from $14 french fries to $40 steak, and the average cocktail price is around $16 to $18. And I'm just gonna say, if you aren't used to those prices, those are pretty much typical city prices. I know it's expensive. It's definitely not an everyday type of thing. It's definitely an occasion type of thing, but you know how it goes. Like Mbar, Fog Room does have an indoor and an outdoor section. It is quite smaller than Mbar though, so keep that in mind with reservations and space and stuff like that. I think you might be able to reserve the outdoor fire pit because I did see a bachelorette party when I was there. So that could be an option if you do have a bigger group, but both the inside and outside are a good time. I personally really like the view from Fog Room. I know a lot of people like to have like the big view of the water and everything from Mbar and the next place, but I don't know, there's just something about being engulfed in the buildings that just feels, I don't know, it feels a little cooler to me. You do get a slight view of the water, so that's also a plus, but just having the surrounding buildings, especially at night when the lights are going, is really nice. Also, if you're like me and you kind of like the aesthetic of things, you like the little bougie details, Fog Room does have the stamp on their ice, their big ice cubes that says Fog, and their other cocktails have little flowers in them. So if you like taking pictures of your cocktails, this is a good place to do it. Last up on the list is Nest, or The Nest. Like I said before, it's basically kitty corner to Fog Room. It's just down the street in the Thompson Hotel. Now this one, if you're there, and you'll see in the footage right away, this one has the best view by far. You get a perfect view of the waterfront, you get to see the Ferris wheel and the water, and it's hard to beat, honestly. However, there are a couple of reasons why this one is not at the top of my list, mainly just because part of it is opinions. Well, I guess all of it is opinions, but partly because it is the smallest, I think. Fog Room might be smaller. They're similar. I just feel like Nest feels more crowded, and maybe just because more people go there, it just always feels crowded and kind of jam-packed, which I don't love. And I do feel like out of the 3, that one has my least favorite drinks. However, like I said, the view is really hard to beat, so when it does come to having somebody in town visiting for the first time, I will pretty much always take them to the Nest first, just because you want a view. When you're coming to visit somewhere, you really want a view. Sometimes you don't really care about the drinks, you just want the view. But if it's just me, and I've been to all these places a million times, this is not usually the one that I pick first, because I've seen it, and all the other things I said. I still very much recommend that you go and experience it at least once because it is a really nice view, like I said. So the Nest is closed on Mondays, open 5 to 10, Tuesday through Thursday and Sunday, and then 3 to 11 Friday and Saturdays. The average price of a cocktail is about $16 to $17. Like the other ones, they also have a few beer and wine options as well. And this one does have the least food options, but it ranges from $6 popcorn to $18 sliders. So for all you people coming here in the summertime, the summertimes here are just so spectacular, so why not spend it on a rooftop? I hope you get to experience one or all of these, and if you do, let me know what you think. I love to hear people's opinions. So those are gonna be the rooftops for this video. Like I said in the beginning, if you do enjoy this and you want to know about the rest of them, I'm happy to make another video. I have no problem going to these places just to film and drink and, you know, experience them. But as always, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!